Mhm. Hey everyone, welcome to our Mentor Spotlight series where we get to meet the incredible people behind the Nepal Hackathon 2026 and what actually drives them to be part of this community. That being said, super duper excited because we have one of our female mentors on board today, Miss Shraddha Neupane, Solutions Architect at Dell, joining us today. First of all, thank you so much, Shraddha Di, for giving me your time and waking up so early.
You're welcome, and I'm very excited to be here and be part of this community and this hackathon.
Yeah, the pleasure is all ours, and we are as excited as you are. So let's just get straight into it. Can you please briefly introduce yourself and what is it that you exactly do?
Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Shraddha Neupane. I am a solutions architect at Dell Technologies. So as you may know, a lot of people understand Dell and the first instinct that comes in is like laptops,
Yes.
but that is not the part of the organization that I'm part of. So what I do is I build out and solution data centers for companies. So I am more on the ISG side of the business. I It's a very customer focused role where I talk to customers, understand their business needs, and build out data centers and design their data centers for them, incorporating everything needed in it, right? Like security,
Yeah.
like any initiatives that they may have in the future with AI being so popular, like being able to build out AI solutions for them. Now, sustainability is a big thing.
Mm.
So incorporating everything into that. Um, so yeah, it's basically like being a consultant for data centers and businesses and their IT environment.
Yeah, that's really cool stuff. And I think IT is such a vast field, right? But
Mhm.
even early career professionals or students, they only know one narrow path, like software engineer, mechanical engineer, machine learning engineer. Solutions
Mhm.
architect sounds so different,
Yeah,
but when you explained it, it's like literal architect the solutions for the data centers. So yeah, that's
yeah,
really cool stuff. And I got educated just now that Dell is just not laptops. So thank you so much.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. It is a big part of the business. Like we have the client stuff and then like the data center stuff. And a lot of times the data center stuff is very not visible to normal people. It's like very IT, especially on-prem, right? Because like with how popular AWS and Google and the cloud is, um, the data center business is still like a huge portion of what runs IT in this world.
Yes, it's basically the backstage that where
Mhm.
everything happens, right? Amazing.
Yeah.
So that being said, we spoke about this before as well. You worked in Nepal for 3 years and then you came to the States and now you're part of this big company. And I
Mhm.
was looking through your LinkedIn and there were so many new skills that you were learning and the certificates
Mhm.
that you're getting. So like IT is ever changing, right? And
Yeah.
how do you keep track of that? Like, and with the transition that you had of all these years.
Yeah, it is interesting. And at one point it's inevitable.
Yeah.
There's no way you can just like fall back on.
Mhm.
And with the job that I currently have, because I'm supporting so many different customers, everybody has different things in their environment, everybody has different tools that they use, um, different kinds of like services that they use. So it's important to keep up to date with what we have and what our competitors have because like we're basically competing in the same space. So my work does help a lot because we have a big part of this job is being up to date with technology and keeping yourself modern. So like I try to rely on that. I try to make sure that like I understand like what's going on in the world right now, what people are talking about, what they may be interested in. This job is also something that requires you to understand the future in a little bit, or like where you see the market trend going, yeah, and what people will want to look at. So yeah, I just try my best.
Yeah, and it's just an ever learning process, right? You just learn and learn.
Yeah.
Wow, so much studying. I would love to be that.
Yeah, and then like it's the same thing. Like no matter what, like you go and talk to a customer one day, and then they suddenly say something, and now you're like, oh, okay, now I need to go and learn that now.
Oh, I didn't realize that was already there, right?
Yeah, it is so vast and just like all the tools, technology that people use.
It's
Yeah.
so, but you're trying your best, and that's all what we can do, right? And you're doing
Yes.
amazing, by the way. Thank you so much for all
Yeah.
of that.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
now
Thank you.
coming to the hackathon part, right? Have you ever
Mhm.
been part of any hackathon or mentored any hackathon, or how's that going?
I have been part. It was a long time ago when I was in undergrad in Nepal. So I know there was one hackathon that we did. I think we went to KU. It was really interesting. And I think even when I was on my undergrad, even now, I realize how important it is to be part of like communities like this. It gives you the exposure, it makes you meet new people. It gives you the opportunity to shine and showcase yourself and kind of like sell yourself in a way to people and like your skills. So it's a very fine way to like hone your skills, get that opportunity to be able to like present in front of people, um, and also network. So I when I saw this, like I know last year I couldn't be part of it. I knew it was happening. I think it was like too quick, and I just learned about it later. But this year I was like, all right, I need to take this opportunity to be part and involved in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And I think I'm going to repeat this throughout the interview. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, a, a big portion of why we are organizing this hackathon is obviously one to hone your skills and then give you the exposure, but also me as a as a software engineer who's just started my career, or a
Mhm,
student in Nepal who wants to get into IT, right? Me looking at someone who is a solutions architect at Dell. I mean, that's big stuff for me, yeah. And these are people who have done the things that you want to do, and they're willing
mhm.
take out their time and tell you how to do it. So
Yeah,
that's a big portion of it. And I think it largely, not I think, I know it largely depends on the people who actually want to give back to the community. So again, thank
mhm.
you so much for agreeing to this. Hopefully it was
Yeah,
amazing. And we have
yeah.
500 participants already. So
Yeah, it is going to be amazing. And it's the same thing when I was growing up and when I was getting into the community, there were people who helped me. I had so many mentors who were there willing to like give back to the community, as you said. So excited to pay it forward.
yeah, thank you so much. Meeting the right people at the right time, right? That's a big part of everything. That
Yes.
being said, why do you think this hackathon? I think you already touched on that, but not just for students. Why is it important not just for students, but even professionals who are working early in their careers right now?
Mhm. I think given the ever-changing mode of IT
Mm,
and like how the focus has kind of shifted from like AI not just being something that you use ChatGPT ma, but something that is going to be an integral part of your
yeah,
life, an integral part of your work life, most likely. It is important to know how we can utilize those skills the best way we can. And also, even in early career, we kind of like once you get into career, there are some things that you do, especially if you're in a big corporation. Um, there may be a limited chance for you to explore out of like what your day-to-day job is. So
mm,
I think for early professionals too, like going to something like a hackathon would be, hey, let me see what I am still capable of doing.
yeah,
Let me see what are some solutions that I can build. And hackathons are usually like short time frame. Like it is different from doing a project that
yeah, yeah,
like you'll be like, I'll do today, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you just like keep pushing off. But then a hackathon, you have to do it like during that time frame. So I think it is really exciting. It is fun, um, and it also lets you explore something that you may either not have the motivation to do every day, like on your own, or also something that you may not be able to do at your work. So I think that's how it helps early career people as well.
yeah, exactly. Like you said, procrastination is a big part of all of our life. And in a hack,
Yes.
it's like you need to do it and you need to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that being said, when we say you need to do it, you need to do it now, we have this time constraint, right? 48 hours.
Hmm.
And there's only so much you can do. Well, that's the point of a hackathon. You just create that.
Hmm.
But how
Yeah.
can students still, prioritize what needs to be added in my project and what it needs to be deducted? Because sometimes I think a lot of people, including me, we hyperfixate on a small problem, and when the
Hmm.
picture is far more important.
Yes, I 100% believe that it is important to know the big picture. get the like the you said MVP of your project, but it's all about storytelling. It's all about knowing the business. It's all about knowing the impact of that your project or like your solution will bring to the business. So understanding and prioritizing that is going to be important. So let's say you start brainstorming, figure out like what you want to solve, but then start looking a little bit bigger. And then and like the best part is knowing the business impact and knowing what needs to be done for the business
Mm.
does not really equate to how big of your solution is, if that makes sense. Because you could still have like an MVP, which is not like which can showcase like a small part of what it is, but then you can use this small part, build onto it, and the building could be something that you can do in the future. But then you can show like, hey, even with this small thing, you would be able to solve this problem. And then like as you add more things, you'd be able to solve bigger problems. And that is like what I would help my mentees with. And I think everybody wants to see that impact at the end. So focus on the big picture, but then get to that minimal viable product. I would say like you have to get that in, but also like focusing on the big picture and storytelling and making sure that you tell a story about how it's going to impact is going to be important.
Yeah, amazing. So my brain is weird. So when you said a big business or a big problem might not need a very big solution, but it might be something very simple. My mom used to tell me this. So okay, I'm going off topic here,
No,
but
it's okay.
she used to wear saris, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
just yards and yards of long fabric, but what
Yeah.
holds it together is a small safety pin.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that clicked me right there. It made so much sense. Thank you so much. And I think to be able to not complex your solutions and like decompartmentalize and then look at the narrow way is absolutely important. So thank you for bringing that to
Mm-hmm.
the table. That being said, what's one piece of advice you give to participants to get the most out of this hackathon?
I would say keep the time in check. Understand like what you want to do by when.
Mm,
It's going to be difficult. Like use the um, people skills around you. Like you utilize your team members to the best. Don't over rotate on. Hey, like I can do this. Like be able to like keep an open mind and take other people's suggestions as well. But make sure that like by hour 12 we want to have come up with a solution. By maybe hour 24 we want to like make sure that our MVP is done, and then the next 24 hours we'll just like build our presentation, we'll build our story, we'll build our business impact. So I think like making sure that keeping yourself within the time is important.
yeah,
So
thank you so much. And um, I'm sorry, I just glitched.
okay,
Not a morning
it's
person.
too early in the morning, it's too early in the morning.
No, I had my thing ready for you, like I'm gonna throw this at her. Okay, restarting. So, I'm gonna go to a topic. Anyways, so women in tech, right? So I have
Mhm.
interviewed like 22 people so far, and only two of them have been female, right?
Yeah.
And not just tech, STEM itself is a male dominated field. We have like 26 to 80, 28% females in STEM as of
Yeah.
now. We need to get that up. So, how has that been like from your experience? What helped you grow and succeed into it? And what suggestions would you give to young females who want to get into IT or join a hackathon or in this field?
I think a lot of our problem stems from the fact that we are scared to
Mm,
like put ourselves out there. What had helped me was seniors that I saw in IT, and then they'd be like, "Hay na bani गर्नु पर्छ, हामीहरू जानै पर्छ बहिनी." खाले कुरा. And then I went, and then it was good. It was helpful. There was just like there's like so many stories. Like there was one time when I kind of like ranted a lot to my CEO at that time, being like, "It's so difficult being a woman in tech. Like you don't know how difficult it is because there's so much pressure behind like everything that you need to do. Like
right.
even like back when I was doing that KU Wala hackathon, right?
Yes, yes.
If it was overnight, maybe my parents would have been like, "Oh, are you sure you want to go overnight to for like a hackathon? Like it's great that it's remote now." And Like that time it was like a 1 day hackathon. So
Mm,
they were like, yeah, go and come back. So there's a lot of things that is that like kind of like holds us back. But like you have to be an example, like so that somebody can see it, and maybe like even if like all negative weapon they can figure out that they want to do what you're doing, uh then that goes a long way. So for me, I started in tech kind of because I wanted to like read books in my on my laptop, and then or like on my computer, so I would be like, I'm doing my computer things.
yeah.
That's why I got into computer engineering. There were like not that many people, but I did have a very strong support system. I had a friend who would go with me everywhere. Um, and then like we participated in like small IT companies, even though like my male seniors have been like really helpful. They've been so impactful in like helping me grow. Um, and then after you get to that point where like at least now you have a little bit of experience, you want to mentor other people, you want to like still attend like things like hackathons or speeches or conferences so that more people can meet you, more you can meet more people and like maybe help them. Um, Within my company, there are like employee resource groups, which are like women in action, women in tech, and
Yeah.
everything. So like I participate in those. Um, it is not always just about, hey, like tech me, I have to do something. It's also just about, hey, I'm seeing somebody who's like really inspiring to me, and that just pushes me to like give it forward in the community. So so it is difficult. I am also the only female in my team right now. So even when like it is a very male dominated, not dominated company, like company or tech field as a
Tech field
whole.
in general.
um like most of my customers are male, like, but like I have a person that I work with who is a female, and we're both like, yes, we're gonna go, girl, we're gonna do it. So it is. I love her so much. So just like supporting each other, like pushing each other forward, and being there when they need help. I think that is the most, that is like how we'll be able to grow this more.
This more and hopefully make it 50% someday. And yeah, thank
Yeah,
you so
someday.
much for putting that out. And like you said, female representation in everything is so very important because
Hmm.
only by looking at someone do it can I feel like she can do it, then why can't I? Right?
Yes.
Once
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for being a female representative in tech everywhere, plus in the Nepal US Hackathon 2026. We're so
Yeah.
very glad that you agreed. That being said, let's go to your mentor approach, right? So you
Hmm.
have had so many different experiences and dealing with so many people. So you have that skill set that is so very valuable to the students. But then again, we have a time constraint. Like we have
Hmm.
1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour time slot. And there are only so many questions a participant can ask the mentor actually, right? So how
Hmm.
would you suggest the participants to approach your mentor sessions to gain absolute value out of it?
So I would say usually coming with a question
Mm,
or is going to be important. And I'll be completely honest, it has been a while since I did like coding Kalikura. So like if you come to me with like, hey, how do I solve this problem? It's probably not gonna be that helpful. I'll try my best. But if you have any questions in terms of how do I tell the story? Do you think this is gonna be more like which way is going to be more impactful for the business? So anything that's on more on the business side, like value side, storytelling side, I'll be able to help you out. But then like also at the same time, like how to approach a certain problem, like how to approach solving a certain problem, I'll be able to help. I'll probably not be able to be there and like help debug stuff on like, hey, your problem, this is probably caused by something like a
technically.
syntax error or like technical stuff. It's been a while, okay. Maybe I should be participating in the hackathon so that I can
Good.
build that skill.
See, we were having the same conversations with one of our other mentors, and his first advice was like, "Don't write a single line of code. Let ChatGPT do it for you."
Yeah.
Because everything is done by AI at work. I use AI.
Hmm.
I don't remember what I studied. Just focus
Yeah.
like you said, how your product is going to look like, how you're going
Hmm.
to the business people or the judges in this case. So I completely
Yeah.
get the part because this is not a classroom setting, a traditional classroom
Hmm.
setting where your professor is like, no, you have to write it. And I'm talking about
Yeah.
study professors, not graduate.
Yes.
You have to
Uh,
write it. I need to see you write it. So yeah,
Yeah.
times
And
have changed.
yes, times have changed, but then one thing that I always tell everybody is don't let AI make the decision for you.
Mm,
You should use AI as a tool, as a way to like figure things out maybe, but it should not be what is driving your decisions. It should not be thinking for you in that aspect. Because I think that is when it becomes a little bit disingenuous and like the Nepali teacher in me kind of comes out and be like, like the solution should have come from you
true, yeah,
and not from AI, because most likely I could give that solution to anybody, right? So like if you have the main concept, use the tools at your disposal. The whole internet is out there, like all of like mankind's like solutions and all of mankind's like everything is out there in the internet. So yeah,
yeah.
but like
You were saying something. I got you.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like you said, AI is so out there. 100%, 95 percent of the people who are joining this hackathon are going to use AI, right? But then again,
Yep.
that question comes because it's just repetitiveness. AI is
Mm-hmm.
repetitiveness, and then based on the format you give, but your perspective and the humanized version of you, the idea that you bring, like you said, the
Mm-hmm.
teacher in all us.
Yes.
Yeah, that unique idea is what sets you apart and ultimately decides if you win the hackathon or not. So that
Mm-hmm.
idea
Yeah.
needs to be yours, like you said. And this was actually one of my questions, but you answered for me. Yay, thank you.
Yay.
And I'm looking at the time, we're almost out of it. It's like 9:27. I didn't even realize how fast this is. I love it. I love female mentors, you know?
I know. I love being able to talk to women. I can talk like go on and on, like keep yapping.
Exactly, keep yapping. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me. Before we end this, I have one last question. So
Yes.
we spoke a lot about networking, being out there, learning new things, putting yourself out there, taking the first step. But there might still be people who are like, I'm not yet ready to join this hackathon. What did you say to them?
I think if you're not ready to join the hackathon, that's a very loaded question. Let me think about it a little bit.
Yeah,
I
agree.
think still be involved in like the community, just like keep knowing what's like happening, like follow your Instagram, follow your LinkedIn, right? To know like what's up there. So then like maybe hackathon may be something that you're not willing to put yourself out there yet because you'll get there sometime. I believe in you. Um, but maybe like a meetup is something more your jam, where like you can be a little bit more anonymous and then just like look at the other people around you. Maybe just like attending some conferences or attending some series. Like I know you guys have the speaker series, maybe that is more helpful. Just like go and listen in, you don't have to participate like directly. um and that also gives you a lot of information that also helps you like grow yourself as you're going. So don't beat yourself up too much if you feel like you're not ready for the hackathon yet. Like keep honing your skills, keep like trying, and then just do what is good for you and what you're comfortable with. But like know that you can do it. Like it may not be today, it may be tomorrow. If this is not your jam, there's something else that is your jam. So good luck. Be present in the community. Be around us. Reach out. Like everybody's gonna be willing to help. There's like very few people who are like, I don't want to help you or don't want to talk
Yeah.
to you. If you want to just talk one on one, just just like reach out on LinkedIn. Reach out anywhere you can.
Yeah,
So
thank
yeah,
you so much. And so basically, there's something for everyone, and it's
yes,
never too late to start, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Perfect. Thank you so much. It was amazing talking to you. I woke up. See,
yes.
this is so rare. And
Now you can start your day in the gloomy Texas weather.
yeah, yeah. I know. Why is it so gloomy? But anyways, I need to go to work
Oh,
actually. So
oh,
it was amazing talking to you again. Thank you so much for being so proactive. And even in LinkedIn, you were like, hey guys, I'm ready for tomorrow. Because
yeah,
mentors don't usually do that. So we just stay on the other side and wait for them to. But
Yeah.
then I felt like, am I not communicating properly? And I'm so
No.
sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. It's amazing to have you on the table, and all the perspectives, all the energy that you bring is going to be amazing. And any lasting thoughts on Nepali Leaders Network or the upcoming hackathon?
No, I think you guys are doing a great job and I'm excited to be part of it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're excited to have you. I hope I was not too much of a bore. Thank you so much for cooperating with me throughout the conversation.
No, no, I'm so happy to be here.
All right.
And you are great. You are great.
Yes, see that I
Yes,
wanted to fish out compliments. So I was like
yes.
backhanding it at you.
No, I do that too. I'm like, was that good? And I'm like, oh, you're like just fishing.
Okay, thank you so much, Shraddha. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you from
Yes,
March 27 to 29. And once again, thank you for everything.
yes. Thank you so much for your time. And it is wonderful, wonderful to be here.
All right,
Thank you.
have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.